This year TJ decided to do a walk around of my 97 Wrangler. Came from the factory as a sport model. It has the 4-liter straight 6. Sitting on a 6-inch nth degree long arm suspension, 35-inch Goodyear MTRs, trail ready bead locks, 15-inch wheels, 15 by 8s. Has a Rampage fastback top, soft upper doors. Inside I have Mastercraft seats, 10 interior. Has an inverter, 1000-watt inverter under the seat with a remote start, remote on switch there. This car came equipped with a 231, of course, stock typical TJ transfer case. I've upgraded it to a Rubicon 241. It's a 4-to-1 low range. Been doing a little bit of work to it. Updated the tail lights recently. Added some backup lights, which are key switched. I'll give you a little better overview of the car here. From the side, it's got a full long arm kit with a high clearance skid plate, so you can see that the ground clearance is quite adequate. I'll add a little clip of the suspension, kind of a worm's eye view of the suspension. Recently put LED headlights in it. I have a Warren HS 9500i winch. Just put a new synthetic winch rope on it recently. My winch plate is quick mount, so you can release it, remove the winch, put it on a trailer or in the back of the car, do something along those lines. Recently updated the steering linkage. I did the Grand Cherokee V8 linkage update. I've gone through several steering linkages over the years, including Curry and some other aftermarket units. And I choose this one because once you buy it, it's got a lifetime warranty, so you can take it back and get a new one when you bend it, if you bend it. I recently updated the off-road lights there as well. Full LED. It has LEDs all the way around now. Tail lights, all the corner marker lights, headlights, everything's LED. Interior, I'll give you a view of what I've done on the back. I have an exterior shock that pulls the gate open on its own. I've recently added a tailgate table for when I'm camping or need to do some work. I have a flat surface. It does have lights, which are main power switched up front, so you can turn them on. And I like this tailgate table because it was cheap and it works well. Doesn't rattle. It's good. Also recently, I've had this cage in the back for a number of years, but I've recently updated the way it's mounted. I can show you how that works. It has these slide latch there. Another one on this side. That's mounted on shocks. So once you break it up, it lifts itself up, holds itself there. I mount all of my spare axle shafts. I have my high lift jack mounted in the top of the cage, of course. The spare tie rod, just in case there's a trail fix. My spare tire is bolted down into the rear seatbelt bracket mounts. Bag of tools. It sits all nice and secure upside down there. And I built this frame system out of Unistrut. So the Unistrut ties into the B pillar, as well as the C-pillar of the cage. Makes a good rock solid mount surface for it. Lifts up high enough that you can get up in there, get the spare out easy enough, or get to the tools or anything you need. Recently added this to the car and pretty impressed with it, pretty happy with it. Most of this is Yankee ingenuity, figure out how to make it happen. I did purchase the basket itself, and then I made the mounts and everything else. So of course I have plenty of cargo space still. I have a refrigerator mounted. That's my bag of recovery gear. Of course my high lift jack is there, and my spare tie rod. It's all strapped down so it's not going to go anywhere. My first aid kit. So this is the interior of my 97, and for the most part it's pretty stock, besides the Mastercraft seats. The back half of course is all different. My fridge, I have this little compartment thing. It's kind of strapped across. It holds all kinds of miscellaneous stuff. I have the bungee cords and what have you. I have my air system tools. I have onboard air. I have miscellaneous oils, engine oils and what have you there. Some gloves and some antifreeze on the bar pocket. I added a 12-volt socket here because when I had this switch panel built, I no longer had my ashtray, and more importantly, my cigarette lighter power plug. So recently put in a waterproof Kenwood stereo and some speakers, nothing super cool, just enough that I can hear it going down the road and out on the trail. I have my locker switches. My compressor is fired up on the main, and then this is my rear locker, and one on the dash turns on my front locker. My little Cobra CB. Most of the stuff has been in this car for 20 plus years. Had it for a long time, and still going strong. So that's the interior. I've updated LEDs. LED there, as well as in the driver footwell, a little rock light LED up above. It really lights this thing up at night. So the interior lighting is good and strong. As far as the exterior, I used to work for Nth Degree Mobility years ago, so I have all of the bells and whistles from them. This is the rock guards that we offered back then. There's a boat side design. It does house rock lights in there as well. They've held up well. I've had them out on trails from Moab to Johnson Valley, the Hammers, Rubicon, multiple trips, all over in northern Nevada. They've done quite well. Rear bumper is one that I bought when I first got the Jeep 20 plus years ago. Nth Degree never created a rear bumper, so I've had this one, and it's still there. It's still for the most part in one piece. It's a little worse for the wear, kind of dented up, but this is my Jeep. This is the Pig. Had it for a long time. This is the Nth Degree long arm system. It's a full 6-inch long arm kit. 97. Came equipped with a low pinion Dana 30. Changed it to a high pinion Dana 30. ARB locker. Stock shafts. I've done a lot of wheeling with 35s and being locked. Never broken the shaft, so I decided to stay with that until something needs to change. The full kit comes with a tummy tucker, which is a high clearance skid plate. Full 1/4-inch construction. I have a oil pan skid plate. The system is also equipped with what's called a slider, which is a differential skid plate, and a stinger boom, which you can see there next to the drive shaft, which is a torque arm. It eliminates the upper control arms in the system, so you have full control, and articulation and increased traction. It's Dana 44 rear axle. This is a stock 44 housing equipped with a stock Rubicon locker, but I have replaced the rear locker. It is a front Rubicon locker, so it doesn't have the limited slip, but it is a much stronger unit. I have put disc brakes on it in the rear. Of course, it comes with disc brakes in the front. The system also includes spring relocation brackets, so it pushes the rear springs rearward at the frame end so that they are vertical. I have Bilstein 5100 shocks on it. Decent stance. So that's the 6-inch long arm suspension in a nutshell. Works really well. Got a lot of miles, a lot of wheeling, some hardcore terrain on it. I like it. Been on here for about 15 years and still going strong. Enjoy. Thank you for joining me. A little walk around of the pig. Had this beast for a long time. She served me well for a lot of years, and I love it. So everybody's got to have a thing. I guess Jeeps are my thing. Hope everybody's having a great day. Appreciate you watching the video. Feel free to ask any questions that you may have, comments, like and subscribe. Enjoy your day. Summer's coming. Gotta get out and play. Top's coming off soon. Take care, y'all.